So real quick, I want to show you how to import this into Notability. So if I click on Notability and open the app, there's some different things I can select. I can create folders, but if I just want to import LifeJournal, so up on the top right-hand corner, you'll see a square with a pin going through it. You'll see a square with an arrow going down. You want to click on the square with the arrow going down, and that's going to be your import option. So if you've added this to Dropbox, if you've added the file to Google Drive, if you've added it to OneDrive box, wherever it might be, you can find it that way. I personally added the PDF into my files folder. So if I go to my files folder, there's a few places that you can obviously have put it. I put it in my downloads folder. There's LifeJournal. I click it. As soon as I click that file, I'm just going to click Create New Note. I can change the name of it. So if I want to change it to LifeJournal 2020, done. Oops. It added a mark, so we just delete that, done. Okay, and then that's all fine for now. I'll click import. So now it's imported it into my my Notability app. And actually, if I turn my app, you'll see how it rotates. But for now, all I really want to do is I can either scroll through the pages like this, I can navigate with the contents, but also what I can do is I can click on this little deck of cards up in the right-hand corner. So you'll see it opens up all the pages. You can scroll that way. But once again, the biggest thing you want to do to be able to use this properly is to bookmark pages. So if I go in and bookmark, let's say I've bookmarked some of my habits, I've bookmarked my prayer section, and I've bookmarked weekly section. Maybe I've bookmarked my journal. Let's go right here. So now what happens is, if I click the little bookmark link right there, now it's easily able to navigate. So I can go in here real quickly, go to the page I want. And once again, same thing that we talked about in the previous video, but let's just say I've filled all this out. That's all great. Now I'm ready to go to the next page. So I would just hit this little down arrow down here. You can see this navigation. It's going to take me to the next page. But now what I want to do is actually bookmark this page. So you'll see the ability to go back here, and it's moved me down here. I just uncheck that bookmark, check this bookmark, and now when I go to my bookmarks, you can see it's got a clean slate, and I'm ready to go for the next day. So bookmarks are absolutely the way to go to navigate this planner. We've created it in such a way that you can have everything to where you're not having to create new templates every time you want a new page, but we use the bookmarks as our way of navigation. So with that, with Notability, you can obviously select pen, highlighter, eraser, text tool. So you could, if you wanted to type in here, you could do that. But with the pen tool, I just wanted to show you real quick. You'll see this little, if you look down here, you'll see this little magnifying glass. This is very, very important to be able to use LifeJournal, in my opinion, the best way to write in it. So you'll see whatever I move this around up here. So let's go up here. So let's say I'm up here on my journal. So now what I can do is actually place it right here. I can make it the full width like that. Now watch, whenever I write down here, now that pen is a little bit too thick for my liking, so I'm going to change that. But it's a lot easier to write with the magnifying glass. So now, when I close the magnifying glass, you can see if I were to just write directly on it, I can obviously do that, but you can see this compared to this, it's just a lot more clear because I had a lot more ability to go in, and so I could do the same thing up here. Life journal video, respond to support tickets, and then go for a run. So you can see if I were to just type it, it's a little bit more difficult, but this gives me the option to zoom in and really, so for example, let's say I wanted to wake up, breakfast with kids. You can just see how much easier it is to write with that magnifying tool. So that's the main way to use Notability. Please let us know if you have any questions. Thanks so much.